Hello everyone, I'm back with another Reddit Addicts episode. If you find my videos entertaining, please kindly subscribe and like them. Thanks to everyone for your suggestions and kind notes. Now, let's get started with today's exciting stories.
My wife, 37F, cheated on me, 37M, and I kicked her out. We have a 2-year-old child. Tonight my wife of 10 years admitted to sleeping with another person. About a year ago, she started a new job at a place lots of people with her education want to be. It was an entry-level job, mostly to get her foot in the door. She was surrounded by driven and successful people, while I worked from home and took care of our kid. I have been the only source of income for several years between her jobs, while she didn't work so she could concentrate on getting her degree, and with this job that doesn't pay much. Since having our child, we've grown apart. It was slow and subtle, not really apparent until it was too late. When we realized what was happening, we began scrambling to figure out a path forward. We both started individual therapy, and wanted to start couples counseling, but between our demanding work schedules and our 2-year-old, finding the time was impossible. Aside from starting therapy, I also quit smoking, started working out, and picked up all of the household chores. I wanted her to be able to focus on her career and not feel burdened by coming home. I was just trying to give her everything I could to help her be happy. Last night, we had a really good conversation. We didn't hold anything back, but with the understanding that we wanted to keep moving forward. We talked about past behaviors that led us to this point, we talked about plans for the future, and we agreed that the most important thing in our lives was our child. We agreed that we wanted to be the type of parents he could learn from and admire. And we agreed to hold each other accountable to that, with weekly scheduled times to have those conversations. Towards the end of this conversation, I noticed she received a phone notification from a different messaging app, and she dismissed it faster than ever. I recognized the app icon and got a very brief glimpse of the message, and alarms started ringing in my head. Shortly after, she said she wanted to sleep in separate rooms, as if it were part of the earlier conversation, and went to bed. Tonight, while she gave our child a bath, curiosity got the best of me, and I saw some messages that I wish I hadn't. Shaking uncontrollably while the reality sunk in, I took a screenshot and sent it to myself, only to realize that her phone was receiving some of my phone's messages, which I'm still trying to figure out. I kept calm, and once our kid was asleep, I asked if she was cheating on me. She said no. Then I asked, "Who is Dylan?" She just said, "A coworker." And then I quoted one of his vulgar messages. Eventually, she admitted to sleeping with him. Dylan was a familiar name. He was pretty high up in her office, having recently gotten a promotion. He's older, in his 50s, and was also very supportive of my wife taking a specific career path. He is also married with kids. I saw that she was on the phone with him for 30 minutes, making her late to the special dinner I cooked at her request. The moment she admitted to sleeping with him, I told her to leave. I could barely see anything, barely hear anything, other than the words leaving my body, "Get the fuck out." We argued for a while. She didn't want to leave our child. It felt like she was too out of touch to understand the consequences of what she had done. If I leave, I'm taking our kid with me. I don't know how many ways I tried to tell her that wasn't going to happen. Eventually, she left. I don't know where she went. Something I'm not proud of is that, before she even pulled out of the driveway, I called her office and let them know she had an affair with someone as high up as Dylan. Even now, less than an hour after making that call, I recognize that was definitely a shitty thing to do. I also reported the debit card for our joint account as lost. I feel less shitty about that. She can still just transfer the money out. I don't know what to do from here. My sister told me not to do anything, to kind of sit with it at least for now. I spoke with her father about it, and he just kept saying that forgiveness is powerful. I guess I'll be spending tomorrow finding a lawyer and exploring my options. I'm scared for what that means for our child. I don't know how divorce in my state works, but I'm worried, perhaps a bit selfishly, that she'll still get custody of our kid, and that I'll have to pay alimony and child support. I'm struggling financially as is, though that is at least in part because of my wife's spending habits. What can I do? How do I move past this? What will happen to our child? I'm scared of these questions, and scared about what the answers might be. I'm just devastated. I'd like advice on moving forward. How can I start healing? What can I do to keep custody of our child? I have no intentions of keeping them apart, but I want to be the main caregiver. What can I do so I don't have to pay alimony or child support? TLDR wife cheated on me with a high-ranking person in her office. Comment 1. Agree with this. Honestly, OP, I am so very sorry this is happening to you really. I was a kid growing up with a cheating parent, so please know you do your kid no favors by staying with someone, for their sake, fuck whoever tells you that bullshit. And her dad's forgiveness nonsense. You can forgive her in time. If you feel like it, but that doesn't mean you need to be with her at all. You have been actively trying to work on your marriage with someone that could look you in the eye every day while sleeping with her superior. You had a talk in order to again try to work on this marriage, and she didn't say shit. She isn't remorseful, she isn't sorry, she's sorry now because she got caught and will come crying to you begging and going on about it being a mistake. She didn't tell you herself, she didn't stop it. She tried to lie to you again when you faced her and gave you trickle truths. Until you had to force it out of her. She didn't give a shit about your family then. Or this married man's wife and children going through the same pain you are right now. She cared about herself. Not the effect it would even have on your son. So do not let her guilt you and bullshit you into thinking you are destroying your family when she's the one who chose to sleep with another person. Worse, even another married person. That shows she has absolutely no moral compass. It's selfish and cheating is a choice. You also haven't been very happy, yet you chose to focus on the marriage, not looking for a quick fuck buddy. Please prioritize yourself and your son. Staying with a cheater, especially one that didn't care to actually come forth and admit that shit themselves, means they just don't care about you. Don't teach your son that this behavior is okay. I much preferred having a happy mom away from my dad's unfaithfulness and how utterly miserable she was staying for our sake, desperately trying to make a marriage work beyond that level of betrayal. Get a lawyer and only interact with her that way. Get legal counsel on how to safely proceed forward and in making sure you will be able to see your child. Get yourself away from her and her old-ass BF. Also, his wife should know. Good luck, OP, update us. Comment 2. There are lawyers that offer free consultation. You have evidence which helps. Dads have a lot more legal room to remain dads nowadays. If it's a 50-50 split, the only thing you need to work out is school activities. Alimony is more likely to be awarded to you since you stay home with the child and she works. It's to allow for the home caregiver to take care of the kid and or so they have the means to rebuild their life to be self-sustaining after the partnership ends. Forgiveness is powerful, but moving on to a life where you can surround yourself with people that bring you joy is more powerful. She can't do that. You spent that long talking and she didn't tell you, she was caught. You can't keep her from the child for long. Text her, ideally with a third party present or a recording, make sure she knows she's being recorded, and only discuss current living arrangements and visitation until a lawyer and court decision can be reached. Agree also on the bills and finances to ensure all things are taken care of as they have been until a decree is made. Talk to a lawyer ASAP. This is just about the current month's year to keep everything stable. The divorce process itself will be long and painful.
We hope you enjoyed this story. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next video. And before you go, please be sure to subscribe for more.